Welcome to This Might Be Triggering, a mental health podcast.
Because avoiding your problems is so last season.
Join us as we slow down, get honest, and explore the messy, meaningful, and sometimes funny journey of emotional wellness and relationships. This isn't therapy, but it is therapeutic.
Each episode offers something you can use. We blend clinical insight, real life stories, and practical steps because healing doesn't happen in isolation, and it doesn't have to be heavy all the time. Around here, we believe growth comes with grace, reflection, and a little laughter. Our goals are simple but powerful: to empower wellness oneself at a time.
And to change the world one relationship at a time. Sarah, I'm very excited about this episode today, and it is totally triggering. I think it's more triggering for me when I hear people doing it because it is such a thing for me.
Yeah. I'm
excited.
excited to hear about it. Let's hear.
Okay, so first of all, I've got this story. I was going to a baby shower. I was taking my mom to a baby shower. A friend's daughter was having a baby, and you know me, AKA today, black suit,
And
black
you wear
top.
it well. You wear it well.
Thank you. I decided to wear a pink top because she's having a baby,
Oh, okay.
and white pants.
Okay.
I know, outside of my
love that.
box, summer, girls' baby shower, such a cute theme. The theme was she's about to pop, which was so cute. My friend had like popcorn chicken and blow pops, and it was a very cute theme.
They are so creative with baby showers.
They are
And
so,
like gender reveal, all the things. They're so creative. It just wasn't like that. Even in my generation, it was just not like that.
yeah, and I'm older than you.
Yeah.
When I was pregnant, you were lucky if you got a phone call.
I love that.
And I love it. I think it's fantastic. It just is so like, wow. Super cute baby shower. So I'm driving home. Mom's in the car. I'm going to stop and get gas and decide to go in and get a drink. So I'm inside this gas station, nice gas station. And this young girl comes up to me. I say young, she's in her 20s. And she comes up and she goes, excuse me? And I'm like, a little startled. And I go, yeah, hi, yes, hi. And she goes, well, I saw you. I was in the parking lot and I saw you. I parked my car, got out and came in. You look so nice. And so I'm thinking, oh, she's going to compliment my outfit. And she goes, you look so nice. I wasn't sure where you were going, but I wanted to tell you, you have something brown on it. I'm not lying. And she goes, and it's in the area where you don't want to have something brown on your pants. And she goes, let's come look.
She took you? What do you mean, come look? Where did she take you?
So she went in the bathroom. She's like, I just want you to see where it is. You know, I felt she was so sweet. And I said, oh my gosh, you are the night. I go, you got out of your car? She goes, well, I didn't know where you were going. So first of all, number one, that was so nice.
Yeah.
Right? So kudos to you. Her name was Denise. I asked her name.
Oh my gosh.
She said she was 22. I said, well, you are amazing.
Wait, you asked her name and her age?
I did, because I was like, oh my gosh. And I said this, because you know what I told her, and this is a different episode, but I said, this means so much to me that you wanted to make sure I was not going to be embarrassed, that you are so kind that you parked your car, got out to come tell me it looked like I had poop on my pants, which is exactly what it looked like.
Can I just say, not all heroes wear capes, because that was very heroic of her.
Wasn't it?
It was.
So nice.
Yes.
So nice. Yeah. We'll do an episode on women empowering women and supporting women.
That is absolutely triggering and a great episode.
It is. It totally is.
Yeah.
So anyway, go back to the car. And what had happened, my mom is in the generation where you never left home without food. So we make fun of her because she's got purse food.
You call it purse
I
food?
I call it purse food. My sister, Sonia, we call it purse food.
Okay.
And she had some purse food and it had fallen in my chair and I sat on it. And sure enough, it was a chocolate cookie. And it looked like I had pooped my pants, which connects to what we're talking about today because it is this is the topic, Sarah.
Okay.
Stop shooting all over yourself.
Oh my gosh, what a great segue.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that is truly what it is when we do this. And it's talking about the word should.
I have another question. I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
Was this before or after the baby shower?
Oh, no,
that
it was
the doo-doo
after.
spot was on. Okay.
Thank God. Because I did have that thought. I thought, oh my gosh, I got it on my friend's couch. How am I going to call it?
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
But I
Okay.
did it. It was
All
after the
right,
baby
let's
shower.
refocus back. Stop shooting on yourself.
Stop
people.
shooting on yourself. And it sounds like the poop emoji, but it is not. It's not the poop emoji. It's the word should. So I'm going to tell you what it is.
Yeah, help me understand.
And then we're going to talk about it.
What is shoulding on yourself?
Yeah. And I want to read this because I want to make sure I say it the right way.
Okay.
Should ourselves, statements like, I should be better, I should have known, I should do more. Should is equal to shame. And I use this all the time in the office. I'm like, should equals shame. It equals shame. It equals guilt. It equals judgment. And
You
you're
didn't
literally
do enough. If you should have done something. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
I'm triggered by that.
Oh yeah. And I'm triggered when I hear people doing it. It can get so bad, like especially when you don't know. And I'm going to talk about the neuroscience behind it because I'm fascinated by that. But I want to bring in a quote by Brene Brown, who we love. We're in Houston, if you don't know. And
big fans.
big fans of her. But she says, shame is the intensely painful feeling or experience of believing that we are flawed and therefore unworthy of love and belonging.
Yeah.
So when we should on ourselves, when we say the word should, we're judging ourselves, saying we're not enough, saying we're not doing it right, saying we're a failure. And Sarah, I want to talk about, like, you and I are different generations, and I want to talk about how that shows up in our 20s, in our 30s, in our 40s, in our 50s, and beyond. So I want to talk about that.
Yeah, I love it. Let's definitely talk about it. As you were saying, when you were reading Brene Brown's quote, I was thinking, we hear should from somebody. That's not you're not a little baby saying, man, I should know how to walk right now.
Yeah.
You hear it somewhere, and it's kind of this internal critic that comes from an external critic.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. And the shoulding ourselves is the internal critic. And then when we should others, that's the external critic, right? We're shoulding on them.
Yeah.
They should be doing more. Or as a parent, oh, my child should be behaving better,
Or
yeah.
as mothers of neurodivergent kiddos, my kid should be talking, my kid should be walking, and all the shame wrapped up in that when you're already struggling enough. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I did that so much.
Me too.
I did that so much, right? Like I had almost my worth tied up into how the kids were doing. And it's all around this word should. They should be doing this, or they should be better, or they should have been invited, or, it goes on and on.
It does. It does go on and on.
It really does. So in our 20s, right, this is our generation of, these are shoulds that we tell ourselves. Our 20s, right? I mean, Olivia, you're in your 20s, right? What's it like for you? Well, you can say it and then I'll put it on mic. Newly graduated, exploratory. Yeah. Do you find yourself comparing yourself to other people in their 20s? Like, oh, I should have my career off by now, or I should be in a relationship by now, or do you find that happening? At first you did? In college. Now you're in a different space. I love that. I love that.
I think that this generation, and Olivia, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I may not share if I'm wrong, though, because they can't hear you. But I think this generation is so much more comfortable in the let's wait to get married. Let's wait to have kids. It's kind of a beautiful thing.
In your 20s?
I think it was I think it kind of stopped with because I, in my 20s, was like, I should be married. I should have kids. I should have a serious relationship.
Right.
And it's like, I met Ron at 22 and was engaged at 23. And I felt like I was behind.
Right.
What?
I think
oh my gosh, Sarah.
I think there's this secret there can be this secret shame whisper that you're floundering and everybody else is doing it better.
Yeah.
So,
for sure.
Yeah. Let's look at this, right? So here's a couple of things. I should know what I'm doing by now. I have a degree, so why do I still feel lost? I should have a real job, whatever that means. Or I should be married, or at least in a serious relationships.
Yeah.
So that's kind of in your 20s. And I want to talk about what we can do about it. So I'm going to pivot a little bit.
Okay.
And I actually want to talk about something else, which is why this is so important.
Okay. Why is it important?
This is so important because our brain has neuroplasticity. And what they've found with the neuroscience, with the functional MRIs, which I love to talk about because it's so amazing learning about trauma and things like that, is what they've found is that our thoughts create these neural pathways.
Okay.
So literally, when we are shooting all over ourselves, whether it's a habit, oh, I should do this or I should do that. And if you notice that you say should a lot to yourself or others, right? To yourself, it's the internal critic. To others, it's the external critic. It's connected to shame, guilt. There's something wrong here. Well, this is why this is so important, because every time you do that, you are really sending a message with your brain. So
Almost like pre-programming yourself to go straight there.
yeah, yeah. And
Ugh.
sometimes I'll say this in the office, in the counseling room. I'll say, look, when you're driving and it's so easy to get on the freeway, right? It's super easy. You just get on the freeway and you go. You know that route. It's going to be faster. The traffic is traveling. I say, we need to take the side road because your shoulds are really loud and they're super, super easy. It's almost become a habit of misbehavior because we're looking for that. We're looking for that judgment, whether it's for ourselves or others. So the neuroplasticity of the brain, which is so beautiful, they used to say, remember that the window closes
They did, yeah.
and, you've got to learn this by now.
Yeah.
That is out
You're-
the door.
You're done at a certain age. There's
Yeah.
no more learning. Yeah, I know. No longer, which is great. Good to know.
It is. So now what we know is we can actually do something about it. So why I want our listeners to know this is so important is that, like you said earlier, maybe you heard it from someone, learned it early on. It becomes one of these habits of misbehavior. It becomes like, oh, it's so easy to get on the freeway. It's so easy to should on myself or should on someone else, which is just rooted in that shame and guilt.
Yeah.
So the neuroplasticity of our brain is we can change it. And that's the hope here.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about how to change it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk about how to change it. Or do we want to give some examples in your 30s and 40s?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do that. Okay. 30s. I remember in my 30s thinking I should be further along in my career because when I had kiddos, I was super lucky. I mean, it was a hard transition financially for sure, but I was really lucky. I was able to stay home with them. It was, again, a hard financial transition, but I remember thinking I should have stayed at work.
Mm-hmm.
I should be further along in my career because I was watching people who waited later in life to have kids, later in life to get married, kind of excelling, reaching these like manager, almost, director level positions in their mid 30s. And I was at home with the kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should be further along in my career.
And I think that happens whether you're a mom or whether you don't have children. We compare.
Yeah.
I know for me, I just had this conversation, well, I should be working. And really what we were going through, we had 3 kids under 2, and then we were traveling a lot.
Oh gosh.
For Sean's job, there was a lot of shoulds there that I wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I was not enough. If I was a better parent, things would be different.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of shoulds in our 30s.
A lot of shoulds.
A lot.
And thinking, I remember too, spending time with the kids and thinking, oh, I should be teaching them right now. I should be working with them. I should be playing with them. But I'm so tired because my 3 kids were pretty spaced out. And I was just, running on E most of the day. A lot of shame.
A lot of shame.
Yeah.
A lot of there's something wrong here. And that's just a message we're sending to ourselves. It's
Yeah.
not real.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
totally not real.
And the example you gave of going quick on the freeway, I was so quick to say, Sarah, you should be doing this. You should. It came so natural for me.
So natural. It just comes right there. And I think, right now in my 50s, different things just come up. It's just different, right? And so there might be a should of, I should have it all figured out. I think a couple years ago, it was this time where the kids had gone off to college. My husband was working, and it was actually this really interesting time for me. And I had to embrace this thought of rest in the uncertainty because there was just a lot of uncertainty there. I was older, opening my own practice and things like that. And there was just a lot of shoulds. I shouldn't feel this way, right? A lot of shoulds.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in my 40s right now, the shoulds that I struggle with, because I'm super proud of myself because
Mhm.
I've accomplished some really big goals that I've had. One is here being with you doing this, but I think sitting in, I should be more grateful. I should manage my time better. I should be with my kids.
Mhm.
So much shame around that for me,
Yeah.
trying to manage the work life and home life and all of that is a struggle for me.
And it happens really fast
Yeah.
and easy. It really is like getting on the freeway. It's so easy and so fast,
Yeah.
and it just happens.
So what would my shame whisperer be? Because you mentioned a shame whisperer. With
Yes,
the
I love
20s.
that.
So what would
So,
mine be if I'm saying I should be more grateful? I should be with my family more. What is it?
Yeah, so I think a shame, and we'll go back and do the shame whisper for the other decades too, but I think the shame whisper in your 40s is you're ungrateful and behind. Not you, Sarah, but in general, right? Like
Yeah.
in our 40s, because we're not just loving being with our kids every moment of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, you're ungrateful. I'm ungrateful and I'm behind. And I think in our 30s, what pops up a lot is the shame whispers you're failing at being an adult.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you're like a bona fide adult in your 30s. Like you're a for real adult, but you don't feel like an adult.
Yeah, I didn't.
I did not.
And I think in the shame whisper in our 50s is you're too much and not enough. And as an ADD adult, I know I'm too much for many people. But you're too much and not enough.
I'm gonna
I
go.
think that's
I'm
so
gonna go
true.
on a limb here and think that a lot of women can relate to that in general.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I can.
I like that. These are definitely not tied to the generations. I think that they are big time shame whispers.
Okay, so what do we do? I'm
Yeah.
saying should to myself
Awesome.
actively right now. Help me.
Well, and also I want to invite, and I didn't put this in here, and we did talk about it a little bit, and you
Okay.
know I love this. So here is what we do about it.
Okay.
We change the word should
Okay.
to could,
Okay.
even when we have to rewrite the sentence,
Okay.
even when we have to redo it. We change the word should to could, and we change the word but to and.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of buts.
A lot. So stop shitting on yourself and no more butts.
And no more butts.
I feel like there's
Yeah.
a theme here. Okay. We should
Oh,
have.
that's a good theme.
we should
Stop
have a-
shooting on yourself and no
Flip
more
emotions.
butts.
Yeah.
They go together, and I'm going to tell you why. So, like, you already know this. If you tell the kids, "Oh, I love you so much, and you're the best," but I hate it when you leave your shoes at the front door, or I hate it when you leave your backpack out, or I hate it when you don't clean up after yourself.
I think I'm more guilty. One, I heard the butts all my life. Sarah, I'm so proud of you, but, and then everything before that, I'm proud of you, doesn't even matter.
Right.
Does not matter anymore. And I say it a lot to my husband. So
Oh,
a
so
little
Ron will like
guilty.
this. Ron will like this.
he will. I'll be like, honey, you're so great. You're doing such a good job managing things. But yesterday, da 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 da, and I need to. So teach me your ways. How
Okay,
can
I
how
love
can
it.
do
I
this?
really do love this. And I just said I have two signs in my office. It's a should with a red circle and a slash through, and a but with a red circle and a slash
You
through.
don't.
I do.
You do,
Because
okay.
it's a thing for me. It's a thing for me. And I had someone, so here's what we do. We change the word should to could. That's step number 1. Change the word should to could. Actually, I take that back. Step number 1 is noticing it. Really, really training yourself to notice it because it happens. And I'll sometimes be talking with people and they'll ask me about this and they're not aware that they've just said should 3 times in one sentence.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether it's to them or someone else. So number 1 is to notice.
Notice number 1. Got
Number
it.
2 is to change the word should to could,
Okay.
even if you have to rewrite the sentence.
Okay.
And then number 3 is to add the word and look for acknowledgement.
Okay. Step 1, notice it.
Yep.
Step 2, change should to could.
Yep. Or but to and.
Or but to and. And then the last one is put it into effect, basically.
Yes.
Come up with an action plan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can we do some examples?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's do it.
You want to do them or you want me to do them? I'm like talking the whole time.
No, that's okay. Say a should to me, and I'm gonna try to turn it into a could. Because I don't have any practice with this. So say a should to me, and I'll change it.
Okay. I should be healthier.
I could be healthier, and
Ooh, good girl. Way to go.
I could be healthier, and I don't know what to say next.
I
Help
love
me. Okay.
And it's just looking for, I love alliteration. You can look for acknowledgement and think of the A and acknowledge. Just find something to acknowledge about yourself.
And I'm doing the best I can
Sure.
with the schedule I have.
Yep.
And if this is something that's really important to me, then I need to
Needs
figure out
kind
a
of
way
shooting.
it is.
It is.
If this is something that's important to me, then I can
There you go.
create a routine that involves some activity.
Yeah, I love it. That's perfect.
Yeah, very unnatural though. But I
Very.
think in time, just because of the neuroplasticity that you mentioned, in time it can become more natural.
Yeah, I want to read this by Dr. Jeffrey Schwartz. He wrote "You Are Not Your Brain" with Rebecca Gladding, and it points to the neuroplasticity that I was talking about earlier. The study of the brain, "You Are Not Your Brain," shows that repeated thoughts, especially self-critical or negative ones, strengthen neural pathways that reinforce those patterns. So really that thought of getting on the freeway, it's just so easy. So I love that you just said, this is not natural. It's not natural.
It's not.
It's not natural. What's natural is to get on the freeway. What's natural is to say that word should towards yourself and others, people you love, whether it's your children, whether it's your coworkers, whether it's your family members, your parents even. Ooh.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Ooh, we could get into that, right?
We could get into that.
We could get into that. Should we? We couldn't. Just kidding. I was trying to be funny.
I love it.
Do you want to do another one?
Let's do another one.
Because we've got some hard ones to talk
One,
about
I don't
too.
feel like I did a great job there.
You did a fantastic job there.
I should have done better. Just kidding. Just kidding.
What about when you're in your 20s? I should be more successful. I should be out of my parents' house. I shouldn't play video games as much.
In my 20s,
I should be in a relationship.
Well, in my 20s, I had anxious attachment. So I did a real good job of hopping from relationship to relationship. So that wasn't one so much for me. A lot of unhealthy relationships, but we don't, that's another triggering episode. Did I say butt? I didn't even hear the butt.
It's so it just comes in.
It does.
Change butt to and.
I don't even remember when I said it in the sentence. So we're just going to move on.
We're just going to move on. We're moving on.
It came out that easily. I think that in my 20s, a big thought I had was I should be more fit or I should be thinner. Because weight was a big struggle for me for a very long time in my life.
Same for me. Yeah.
Man, and I was mean to myself. Yeah.
There's lots of shoulds in that and shame. I do want to hand it to younger generations than me now. I think that there is a little bit more of a healthier owning who we are and size and shape. And I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah. I think so too. I still think it's a hodgepodge mix of things. That's a whole nother topic, though.
It is. And bringing could into that. Bringing could into that makes a difference.
Yeah.
I could be healthier.
Yeah.
You absolutely could be healthier. And I can move.
Yeah.
I'm finding ways to incorporate mindfulness, breath, walking into my life.
When you said I could move, it made me feel it went from a place of shame to a place of gratefulness.
Yes.
I could be healthier. I can move.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful that I have the ability to move. I have working, I have
That's
got
that
things
acknowledgement
that allow
piece.
me to do that, and I have the ability to. So, yeah.
Looking for gratitude, there's all kinds of research about this. Finding something to acknowledge, finding something to be happy about or grateful for in the midst of unbelievable pain and sadness and tragedy. Finding something to be thankful for, as small as it is, like I can get out of bed or I can open my eyes or I can call this person. Really changes everything. It changes the brain chemistry, and according to neuroscientists, it creates stronger neural pathways looking for those things. And so we really want to reverse it here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think gratefulness brings hope too, and hope is a big one.
I agree.
Hope will get you out of bed sometimes.
Sometimes. Let's look at some other things like, this should not have happened to me.
Yeah, if you change should to could, this could not have happened to me, and that is untrue. So,
Yeah, sometimes
a-
we have to change the sentence.
yeah, because you did say earlier, sometimes you
This
have to
shouldn't have happened to me.
rewrite the sentence.
I shouldn't have been fired. They shouldn't have left. I shouldn't have gotten sick. All of those are really, really hard. My friends should have included me.
Yeah. In some of those, I hear the opportunity to take ownership. So instead of, I shouldn't have gotten fired. Well, I think in that case, there's some ownership that needs to be taken.
There is.
There's absolutely some unfair situations where people get fired, but
Yes. There's unfairness in
I
life.
said, but
You did. Oh, and you caught it. I didn't even catch that.
And there's some unfair things that happen for people to get fired. And there's an opportunity to take some ownership and figure out how to do something different. But what about, and this one is a but. It's needed because it's a,
I don't know. Watch out, man. I'll go after that.
but when we talk about the illness.
And when we talk about the illness,
I don't know. It didn't feel right grammatically.
I think maybe. Well, I'm not a grammar scholar. I can say that.
Nor am
I can tell you this works.
Yes.
What we didn't say is this is one of my favorite cognitive behavioral therapy tools. If you do not know cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT, if you don't know it, go look it up, go research it. Unhelpful thinking styles is a big one. And so this is a cognitive tool. It's a tool.
Yeah.
Yes, we care about feelings. We do care about feelings. They are very important. And we have to honor our feelings. We have to honor our feelings. We feel how we feel when we feel it. And our feelings are going to change.
Yeah.
They are. They are going to change. So honoring our feelings and being able to say, this illness happened.
Yeah.
And I'm going to find the best doctor I can. I'm going to do whatever I can to get through this. And I'm going to try to connect with people. And maybe today, I'm just going to sit with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's a really good example for that. Instead of I shouldn't be sick, because that's not a place of growth.
It's not.
It's not a growth mindset. So changing it to I do have this illness. I am sick right now. And I'm going to seek out the best medical advice I can. And I think that's great advice. I think that's awesome.
Go back to the job one. Let's do the job one.
Okay. I should be further along in my career.
Or I shouldn't have gotten fired.
Oh, I shouldn't have got fired.
I should not have
Sorry, I
gotten
took a step back
fired.
there. I should not have gotten fired.
I should not have gotten fired. It does sound weird to say I could not have gotten fired.
Yeah.
You could say, I really wish I wouldn't have gotten fired, which is taking the word should out. I wish I wouldn't have gotten fired. And then there's reflection and there's looking at, and there's being with. We talk about sitting in the suck.
Yeah, we do.
We have to sit with that sometimes. And it just stinks.
Yeah. Sit in the sucky feelings, be in that for a bit, and then figure out how am I going to get out of this? Yeah. So I shouldn't have been fired. I think taking ownership, I was fired. Now what am I going to do about it?
Yeah. I love
What
that.
could I have changed? What could I have looked at differently maybe without putting should and maybe feeling like you made a mistake? It's not necessarily saying it's your fault, but taking ownership, I think that's so empowering. And what do we want to do here on this podcast? We want to empower wellness one self at a time.
So that we can change the world one relationship at a time.
There you go.
The relationship with ourselves and the
others.
relationship with others.
Yes.
Very, very, very important.
Let's do one more.
Okay.
Let's
you wanna
do one
pick?
more. What about when I'm telling my husband, you should...
Oh,
you
this is a
should
good
have
one.
called me so that I would have known
Yeah.
you weren't going to be home and didn't make dinner.
Yeah, and they really should have called. This is so good, Sarah. I'm married to an introvert and I'm an extrovert. And so it was really natural. He should be more outgoing. He should want to be with my friends more. There was a lot of shoulding all over him. God bless him. I love him.
I also married an introvert. And
Really?
Yeah. You've met Ron.
I know, but I
haven't
didn't
you?
think it was an introvert. Yes,
Oh
I
my
met Ron. I didn't think he
gosh.
was. Okay, well, maybe
Yes.
he's just not an introvert to me. I don't know.
Well, he gets
But
he
I
gets
get it.
pumped up when he's talking to us about like business
About
things
business, yeah, I
and
get that.
counseling
I so get
things.
that.
But no, in a social setting, he wants nothing to do with anybody, honestly.
Okay.
Even his own family. He's just like, I'm gonna take a second, take everyone in, figure out who I can talk to. It's like, honey, it's your family. And he's like, I just need a minute. He just too
And
much.
they definitely should not do that, right?
They should not. It's
They
very
should.
frustrating for me.
And that's totally shaming and creating disconnection with people we love.
Mm-hmm.
They are who they are. Mel Robbins does a lot right now about that whole theory,
Yes.
let them.
Yes.
And that I love her. I love her work.
Me too.
That totally connects with people being who they are and recognizing where we're reacted by something and not responding to something. We love them. We know them.
Mm-hmm.
And they could be more involved with the family, or they could help host family holidays dinner or family holiday dinners, or they could be more social. And it's not them.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
What if the conclusion is when you change it to they could be more social, realizing no, I mean that's just not comfortable for them. Hosting is not comfortable for them.
Yeah. And
so
that's-
maybe even reframe it to I am asking them to do something that is outside of their comfort zone, and that's not what we do to someone we love.
That's right. And we're also, I want to be clear that we're talking about people, we have healthy marriages, we've been married. We're not necessarily, yes, you want to bring this into dating. I don't want somebody to take this and use it as an excuse for negative, toxic behavior in dating relationships. That's another podcast.
That's
Look up
another
our
podcast.
podcast on dating.
Yeah. That's another podcast.
These are shoulds.
So help me change the should to could for you should have called me so that I knew you wouldn't be home to make dinner. And I'm frustrated and hungry. Got some hangry kids that just came from practice and there's no food and he's still not home.
Love it. So one, recognize that you've got hungry kids. You're frustrated. There's a lack of communication there. And the shooting on him, that's only going to ramp it up even more. It's only going to make it worse. So when you can take a breath and go, okay, I'm completely reactivated in this situation. And he didn't call. He could have called. He didn't call. And what am I going to do about this now? Okay, I'm going to get dinner made. And that goes into trauma too. We can talk about that. You have to compartmentalize sometimes. You have to put things to the side and do the right next best step. And in that moment, that's the right next best step. Bring that could into your brain, bring the and the acknowledgement and flip that around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does make it better because then you're not going to keep escalating. He's not going to walk in the door and y'all are going to get a knockdown drag out, which is unhealthy for your relationship. It's
Right.
super unhealthy for your kids. And when you bring yourself to a place of could and a place of gratitude, then you can have a conversation later
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
healthy way.
Yeah. I think too, when you're frustrated and hungry,
Oh, hangry.
hangry.
Girl, we can talk about hangry, right?
Yeah. I think when you're frustrated and hangry, you want to blame somebody too.
For sure.
You're like, it's his fault. He didn't
For
call me.
sure.
When really you just need to go into fix it mode. That's more effective. Let
For
me fix this and then
Sure.
make a game plan for the future.
Big time. Okay, here's my summary. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Let's hear it.
So remember, first of all, be mindful. Second of all, change the word should to could. Should equals shame and self-judgment. Could equals choice, curiosity, and compassion. Do you like my alliteration there?
I do.
Thank you.
I love it.
But blocks action. That's an easy one to remember. But blocks action.
Okay.
And hold space. I love this. For emotion and movement. Action.
Yeah. It's true.
Be kind to yourself, right?
Be kind
We
to
want everybody to
yourself.
be kind to themselves because
Yeah.
it really does change the world.
Yeah.
When you're kind to yourself, you can be kind to others.
Yes.
Empower your own wellness
Yes.
and change the world one relationship at a time. Kindness matters.
Kindness does matter. And I want all the listeners to give this a shot. Try changing shoulds to coulds.
Mm-hmm.
Give us some examples of when it did or didn't work because I'm curious
Oh, yeah,
to know.
totally.
I would
Totally.
love to hear it. And also, I'm curious if everyone else feels what I feel. When I was doing it here, when I was saying I should have been thinner at this point in my life. I should have been all the different shoulds that we said here. I felt kind of this heaviness or like a darkness in me.
Yeah.
I know it sounds a little cheesy, but I did. But as soon as I said could, it almost felt like I had more opportunities. It's like gave me a feeling of hope. So I'm
Yes.
curious to know if anyone else can relate to that. And they
I
also
want to
felt
hear.
it.
Drop your shoulds.
Drop your shoulds.
Drop your shoulds and let us know what they are. Drop them in. Olivia's going to tell me. What do I say, Olivia? Because I don't know. Drop us a line in our
This is
Instagram.
Yeah. DM
Instagram.
us.
Thank you, Olivia. DM us. I'm
Drop your
showing my
shoulds
age.
and your butts in our DMs.
Drop your shoulds and your butts in our DMs. That's all right. We want to hear it. Thank you guys for listening. We
Thank
love
you.
you. Be good to yourself.
Empower wellness one self at a time.
Change the world one relationship at a time.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on This Might Be Triggering. We hope something in today's episode helped you feel seen and reminded you that you are not alone on this journey. High five.